water. Different range. That's enough to get water. And I thought maybe one of the requirements of working here is that you should be able to swim. Do you agree? You can't be working with water if you can't swim. So you all can swim. I'm sorry, I cannot test it, but I suspect. All right, welcome to the Rainwater Distribution and Logistic Awards. My name is Kanye Sapunu. I come from Whitley City. Anyone from that side? Abakaya. All right, I'm from Whitley City.
You're going to have a good time today. Okay, just for your purposes.
Wow, I'm ready for the safety drill. I remember one time I got confused. I went on an event and they showed us where the bathrooms were. So when I got there, they didn't write, they didn't put pictures, they just wrote M and F. So I didn't know whether M was for male, female, or for mother and father. I stood there, I was not sure whether I should go in there as a mother or as a female. Yeah, please make sure that you label these things correctly. Also, I would like to make a special welcome to our executive manager, BW. Umamuntu Benketa, are you here? Yes, thank you. When you are thirsty, you know who to talk to, ne? She's the one who's commands. Also, Umamu General Manager, Operations, Mr. Simon Klaba. Yeah. Mr. Simon got a name from the Bible. Simon Bible. Yeah, you must respect him. Anytime I'm a Pakamashuma there. And then we're gonna have our wellness manager, Mrs. Mudiechi Mapatuna. Are you here? She's not here. All right. I think Mudiechi is someone. And then we have our POP manager, Mr. Zeneth Abdul Aziz. Is he here?
Not here.
Is she? Oh, I'm sorry. Not yet here. I will tell you why she's not yet here. I'll tell you later. And then we have the management of PW and Transport, our long service awards recipients, and their partners, Ziyagezana and staff. Let's clap hands for everyone who's here. Am I right to assume that Miss Zeneth Abdul Aziz is Indian? Am I right? Okay. Let me tell you something about Indian people. I normally do events. So when people pay tickets, normally people from the Indian people like negotiating for prices. They don't buy exactly the full price. They've got skills of negotiating. As a result, when God was creating the earth, they negotiated to have their own piece of it. That's why they're only ones who have the ocean. It's called the Indian Ocean. They negotiate. That's why she's not here. She's busy negotiating somewhere. She's gonna be here very soon. Please don't tell her. Please, I don't want to be in trouble. All right. A few logistical issues before we continue. Your phones, you don't have to switch it off, but can put it on silent. Please. Otherwise we're going to have problems when everyone's phone is ringing. In case of emergency, Miss Mandy, Miss Mandy, call. Are you Miss Mandy? Wow, I'm sure Mandy, not Mandy. Yeah, Mandy.
Hi everyone, welcome to Benvenuti. I am your event manager for today. I'm also health and safety, I'm fire, and I'm first aid. We do have other staff members who are also trained in this event. If we have an emergency, which touch wood we haven't had in the last 10 years, the top parking lot is our assembly point. So at the main gate where you came in, that's where everybody assembles, please. Anything else that's needed, please give one of the white waiters a shout and they will call myself or Angelique. All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's clap hands for Miss Mandy. I thought you were closer, that's why I said Mandy. She is Mandy. All right. got extra notes. I have to introduce Mr. Sipo Kaula. Is he here? Let's clap hands for Mr. Sipo Kaula. And Mr. Lawrence Mpehwane. Yeah. We are all here. Before I introduce our executive manager, I still want to explain to you what I meant when I say we are equal to the number of people on these tables. Yeah, we are 25 in witness in the whole town. 25. You can imagine how safe that community is. No one can rob. Like if you're only 25, there's no crime there. Who's gonna rob who? Like we know each other, all of us. So if you come to me 12 midnight wearing a mask, I'm gonna say, "Aye, man, no matter it's you. Come on." Because we know each other, all of us. Like I can start telling you things you've done. Like you've been wearing that shirt since last week. I saw you at the awards. So it's very nice to come from Whitley, but I'll tell you about Whitley later. At this point, can I please introduce our executive manager, Mrs. Ntombenhle Tau. She's gonna come and give us a speech. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Program Director, and welcome to Rainwater, or the water that is paid by the rent. Thank you to our distinguished guests, our GMO, Dr. Karaba, who could not be with us today. We have looking at taking into Z. We are welcoming the Mpehwane as well, the management of water distribution, employees, nominees for our awards, long service awards, recipients and the families. Thank you very much for attending this function today. Today we are celebrating the incredible contributions of some remarkable individuals, as well as to recognize our long service awards recipients who have dedicated their years in their lives in Rainwater. Firstly, I want to extend my gratitude to the organizing team. Are you happy with the way that they've done this? It's beautiful. Are they not great? Thank you very much. And you also look very beautiful today. Thank you for looking beautiful and making this day. Okay, so to be the best organization, hard work requires sacrifices, excellence, partnership, teamwork. Hence, we have Rainwater values, and we as water distribution and transport, we've shown that we can make sure that we follow all those values. I would like to, I'm reminded of the story of Nehemiah. Everyone knows the Bible. So Nehemiah was tasked by God to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem. So if you remember, he went in and he started doing planning and made sure that he prepares the team to go back to Jerusalem and build the walls. So despite facing opposition, ridicule, and threats, he remained steadfast. He did not only rely on faith, but he also relied on other people, like delegation of tasks. If you remember, he was able to delegate those that are doing construction, he would delegate them. Those that are doing architecture, he will make sure that he delegate them. He utilized specific skills on each part of this construction. It was not one-man show. So everyone put their heads together to make sure that this wall is built. What was also more remarkable was the fact that the wall, which lay in ruins for 140 years, so the wall had been destroyed for 140 years, and they managed to build it within 52 days. And they had very rapid construction, and this rapid construction was due to the teamwork and unity that they had. So just in summary, uniting with others towards a common goal, we can achieve extraordinary tasks. So there is a scripture in the Bible which says, every kingdom divided against itself, it is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself will not stand. So as bulk water distribution, I can safely say and proudly say that we are working together. We are working together in unity. We are making sure that we are team players. And with the with what we've achieved in all these years, you've shown that you are team players indeed. This year, let me say the previous financial year, we did very well as well water distribution and transport with regards to us meeting our performance scores. We were sitting at 123 as well water distribution, but the whole of rainwater was sitting at 136%, which then means that we did extremely well. Can you clap our hands? So basically, we met all our performance targets. We made sure that we meet all of them and we exceeded them. So can we also clap our hands? So for those that did not get the awards today, don't despair. While the outcome may not be what you've been looking for or what you hope for, your talent and dedication have not gone unnoticed. We encourage you to keep striving for excellence, and I know that you can do that. And then to all the winners, congratulations on your incredible achievement. Your hard work, your passion, your dedication have truly set you apart. And these recognitions that you're going to be receiving today is a testament of your remarkable contribution. And then to our veterans, our long service, our receivers, your unwavering dedication during your time with Rainwater showcased your leadership and your commitment as well as your excellence. Your ability to be able to mentor our employees, including us, as I'm still young by the way, including us that are still young and upcoming, it will have an everlasting impact in our team and Rainwater as a whole. Your support of your colleagues have created a sense of community that resonates throughout the whole of the organization. You remind us that it's the people we work with that will make this journey worthwhile. So as we reflect on the years you've dedicated to Rainwater, it is clear that your hard work has significantly shaped our success. The knowledge, the values, the culture that you've driven, you've helped cultivate and held a standard for future generations. I would also like to believe that when you think back from where you started, until now, you have seen much improvement over the years, Rainwater improvement, and you've seen also the circumstances that we've overcome as Rainwater. So while we celebrate the past, let us also look forward to the future. Your experience and insights are invaluable as we continue to grow and adapt in a constantly changing environment. Our environment is changing every day. The political landscape is changing every day. The customers that we are currently serving, they are changing every day. But I have hope that with the agile team that we have, that we will always succeed. We are excited to see how the legacy that each and every one of you has put into this organization will inspire the next chapter of our story. So I want to express my heartfelt appreciation for your dedication. This is for everyone that is here, dedication and your service in Rainwater. Each of you embodies the value and culture of Rainwater. We are so grateful for everything that you've contributed. To the families that are here to support our long service award recipients, we thank you very much for allowing your family members, your husbands, your wives, your mothers, to spend their time with Rainwater. You handed them over to Rainwater, and I can safely say that they are safe with us. We are taking care of them, and we were receiving the employee engagement survey. They were presenting it to us 2 weeks back, and you can see that employees are still satisfied. I think last year I gave you a snapshot of how long our employees are able to stay within Rainwater. And when you look at the landscape, the current landscape, most of the young employees, they don't stay in companies for a very long time. But with Rainwater employees, we are able to see that. We are able to see young employees going for 10 years, 20 years, even 30 years, and then obviously the veterans 40 years, which shows that Rainwater is indeed taking care of the employees. So I want each and every one of you to know that your contribution to Rainwater is highly appreciated. Enjoy the rest of this wonderful day. Thank you very much.
All right, I'm back, and I never leave the stage forever. Let's clap hands for Mrs. Tau. I'm a Chiefs fan. Yeah, you can see that I'm frustrated. Life is not going well for me. I wanted to ask Mrs. Tau, do you know Jimmy Tau? I cannot proceed with the program until I know.
No, I don't.
You don't? All right.
I don't.
Okay. Anyway, Jimmy Tau was one of the only captains to cross from Orlando Pirates to Kaizer Chiefs. You remember him? Anyway, if you're a Kaizer Chiefs fan, I'm going to say to you today, don't worry. Kaizer Chiefs is the only team in the PSL that is responsible. Why do you think they have a backup of Holland? Yeah? They know that they're going to kill us one by one and then bury us. So don't worry, we are safe. Right? Okay, I'm going to introduce Mr. Kaba to come and give us a speech. Listen. Mr. Kaba, do you have a song that you want us to sing when you come to sing? No, I can't. In City in Donga. Let's just clap hands for him.
Morning everyone. Kanyisa, thank you very much for lighting up the stage. As your name says, colleagues, I didn't prepare a speech. I would have loved to see Mr. Fowler speaking before me as the transport manager. But because the program is the way it is, I'm requested to be excused just before 12 o'clock because of other commitments that I need to attend to. Then looking at the landscape that EM has explained, let me firstly take this opportunity then to thank you everyone for this wonderful occasion that you have organized, and also to appreciate the fact that now we are seeing the family members here. I'll be happy to see Mema Mkwe. Who can Jonas, is he? All right, now we'll talk. Colleagues, all the protocols observed. Mine is just to emphasize what EM has said and what transport manager will say. The combined effort, and we are recognizing. There is no recognition that can happen without performance. Pirates was beaten by Magesi because Pirates didn't perform. We can't celebrate if there is no performance. Chiefs fans are celebrating because Chiefs perform. they hit super sport very hard 4-0. So that then says to us, as we sit here today, we are celebrating the colleagues who have done wonders. EM did explain that we can't recognize everyone, but those who come on the stage to be recognized are the ones that are representing all of us. Bulk water distribution has got more than 500 employees. There's few of us in this venue. And of course, we are also representing those colleagues who are still on the ground doing the work, because we are a 24/7 organization, 24/7. So that means we don't sleep. Yeah, we use one eye to sleep, and then the other one is still watching. That's how we do things. Now, colleagues, for those who are celebrating many years of service with Rainwater, the 10, the 20, the 30, and the 40, they are the trailblazers. EM has recognized them very well and explained very well how they fit into this culture of Rainwater. Yes, we have the values, we call them T's, the partnership or spirit of partnership, integrity, excellence, caring, and equity. Those values, colleagues did them. One thing notable about those colleagues who served the organization for so long is that they have seen it all. They have seen various managers. They have seen what some people call themselves bosses. They can tell you what they experienced over many years. So those are the colleagues who are really more like encyclopedia of Rainwater, body of knowledge. So if we want to learn more from them, those are the colleagues that we can say today we are proud to have this organization because of the walls of Rainwater have not collapsed. The walls of Rainwater are still standing because of the colleagues that serve the organization. Kajisa, I'm not doing a sermon. But we are proud of them. We have to appreciate them. The small token that we'll give them, it's really worth it. It will go extra mile in their lives. I want to tell you, as they reach this 40 years, I'm sure his mind is already not here. He's thinking of his retirement. And I'm sure he has left someone behind that one day he can say, look at this person, I developed this person to be what he is or she is today. So we have learned from them. We have learned from our predecessors. Hence, we take a leave and say from today, we take the organization to the next level. So colleagues, we appreciate your work. And when it comes to the performance of bulk water distribution and transport, let me firstly start with transport projects, because the reason we are here is because they have performed. Let's bear in mind that Rainwater has got a strategy of risk-based, innovation-driven strategy. So some of the colleagues will be recognized in those categories. But the point around transport is that we all know, a few years ago, we were using Skoroboros that day. Our cars were really not at a state that you can be proud to say this organization is using these old vehicles. This organization is unable to provide fuel to the cars. But today, transport manager and his team have turned the situation around. We are proud to see many nice and clean, all at a time, and well taken care of cars of Rainwater under transport. He has gone extra mile. He has ensured that we conclude a number of contracts relating to repairs of our old fleet, ensuring that we have contracts for fuel supply, and we also have systems in place to ensure that at any given point in time we know where our vehicle is, and we can account for the fuel that the vehicle has used. So all of these are initiatives to make sure that we protect assets of Rainwater. It didn't end there. There's also gone extra mile of finalizing the fleet management procedure. That procedure is now in place. It's a revision of many other old documents, but in place to make sure that our assets are protected in a manner that any organization of this stature needs to make sure that its assets are protected. So for that, we thank the leadership of transport and all the colleagues that are really supporting the transport department. So it's coming to bulk water distribution. Bulk water distribution is the face of the organization. They are the last one to talk to the customers. So you can then imagine any kind of work that might have happened at Swakopis or at Sekerbosch, all the issues that have happened there, bulk water must come, must be the face to say we are here, we defend the image of rainwater. That's what we are doing. You are not only ending there, you make sure that the water that rainwater distributes reach the customers. We have challenges with the water supply in the system, but you are there, colleagues, you are stabilizing it. We know at some point there was a session that I attended with EM. The colleagues were saying, you are really pushing us hard with this Bulavala system that you are having. But I'm sure with that Bulavala that we're doing then, today we're still doing it. Those who don't pay, we still go and touch them a bit. Because in all fairness, you can't treat all the customers the same. If the customer is paying his bill, you need to treat them well. Those who are not paying, unfortunately, as we manage the system and control the water supply due to the demand out there, we make sure that we play around with valves. Unfortunately, our valves are not automated to the extent that we want them to be, but one day we'll get there. You won't go and do a Bulava, you press a button, then it will affect the restrictions. But we'll get there, it's a journey. Our predecessors have gone through this journey of 120 years, but now it's our time to take the next 120 years, but in a much more advanced way of using technology. One day, we'll use artificial intelligence, the AIs, to make sure that we operate this system in a much more effective manner that is assigned to make sure that we meet all the customers' needs. As we are saying, colleagues, you have done well, you have managed non-revenue water, you have been fixing the leaks that appear every day, leaks that are there, you fix them. Rainwater's target of real losses is sitting at 5%. For the last financial year, we achieved 4.8 at 4%. So that's a remarkable performance. You have done it. Not only ending there, we were challenged as Rainwater to do maintenance work. Massive maintenance work that we did for the month of June until end of July. Colleagues were all over the news. People talk about what they call day zero. You'll never see day zero in Gauteng because Rainwater is there. Rainwater will continue to supply top quality water of the right quantity to the customers. Yes, there are challenges in the distribution network of the customers where we are seeing high losses. However, as Rainwater, as I have indicated, we have done our part, we reduce, and we continue to implement the plans that are there to reduce their water losses. The customers, similarly, are expected to reduce losses in their network. And of course, they have plans. EM will tell you that every morning we meet with the metros. We go through the systems. They share their interventions, they share their plans. By the way, Mr. Fowler, Jobekota is knocking. Instead of doing auction, we might give them our own vehicles. But obviously at a price. But we'll talk about it. So the point is, if you reside at a particular street, I'm sure you will tell that there were a number of leaks that you were experiencing, but most recently, whatever municipalities you are, you can really attest that there is a reduction of losses. Municipalities are picking up. Narrative is changing, the story is changing, that colleagues, we cannot continue to put a lot of water into the system that goes to the drain. However, that being the situation, as Rendota, we don't end there. As you are aware, Rendota continues to build infrastructure. The Station 5 is coming, Station 5A. And later next year, around this time, we'll be saying it's there, it's available. Government continues to source water from Lesotho. Phase 2 of Lesotho will be completed around 2028. And we're also noticing that the government of Lesotho is currently embarking on refurbishing the tunnel. We are not feeling the impact of refurbishment of the tunnel. The tunnel is closed. The water from Lesotho is not really coming to us, but we're not feeling it because there are inter-basin transfer in the system. So as a country, those strategies are ensuring sustainability of water supply. Colleagues, the leadership that we have under bulk water distribution is stabilizing, and it's making sure that it gives us the direction. So if I look at the leadership of bulk water distribution, I see the leaders who are leading from the front, who are ensuring that you achieve your aspirations. Your absenteeism is low. That means every morning you are looking forward to come to work. You don't become sick when you are sick. So we appreciate all these efforts. I say Rendota has got a nice and a good family of caring. So let's support the leadership that is there. And of course, at some point, there were lots of vacancies under bulk water distribution. Those vacancies are gradually being closed, and will one day have stable leadership in the organization of bulk water distribution. So colleagues, we thank you. On Friday, we'll be at Ziyagezana celebrating 70th of existence of Ziyagezana pumping station. And now I'm asking myself, when are we going to celebrate 70th of bulk water distribution? Unfortunately, it's not there. You will never one day say we are celebrating so many years of existence of distribution, because distribution doesn't have a start and end. It's continuous. Only thing that you can say, distribution has been there for 120 years. So yours doesn't have the 70th like Singapore. One day we'll celebrate 100 years for Ferenafel, but distribution has always been there. Hence, it's the face of the organization. And I hope those who win today's various categories will represent us well at the corporate level. If not, then in future, when you bring the certificates to me to sign, I'll request the motivations so that we beef up the motivations for the corporate level. But colleagues, because of the kind of work that you are doing, it's a given that we will see some of you representing us at the corporate level. The meters, you're fixing the meters. EM didn't talk about the meters. Colleagues, meters are the cash cows. Those meters make sure that as Rendota we recover the revenue. We are doing excellent work. We fix the meters, we install the meters. Customers don't like it, great inconvenience, but it has to happen because we cannot average, we cannot continue to average what we are supplying customers. But like we are saying, we don't end there. We continue to want to do better ways of doing things. One day, these meters that you read every Tuesday or Monday, every Monday, we'll press a button, press a computer, we'll see the readings coming to us. We'll automate. That's our aspiration. We also don't end there, colleagues, because you are there as employees, the human resource part of the organization. We are saying, as management, we want to see us one day re-looking at the structures that we have. Here will tell you, we've already started. We want to look at our structures. We want to standardize. We want to make sure that, even when we say the job profiles, our job profiles reflect what we are doing. I don't want to say our job profiles reflect what we should be aiming. Because as soon as I say that, people will be saying, GMO said we're going to change the job profiles so that we are all at Q-bands. But we are working on that. It's our effort to make sure that, we take care of everyone. But I'm sure I won't do justice if I don't end with the word that says, with all this what you are saying, are we going to get incentives? Colleagues, the reason I have to leave is because we are still in the audit process. Auditor General is still auditing us. We are currently sitting at 110, what is called findings. We're sitting at 110 findings that organization need to clear. And when that is done, that's when you can say organization is in the position to declare the financials for last financial year. But be it as it may, when it comes to revenue, we have done well. We've surpassed the targets. So expectation is there. Whether it will be fulfilled, that depends on the all processes that are unfolding. But let's hold our breath and expect that we will be rewarded for the work that we have done. That will be my closing comment. Colleagues, thank you very much, and let's celebrate and know that it doesn't end there. It will end at the corporate level. Thank you very much.
Let's hands for Mr. Kaba. Thank you so much, Mr. Kaba. I remember that you promised us that we'll never have day zero. Thank you for that. We are still stuck with Coke Zero. We can't deal with any other zero now because that thing, I don't know how it tastes. Thank you, sir. Now I'm going to introduce the choir. We're going to be having a choir here. Believe it or not, I was in a school choir for 3 years and I could not sing. But I was there for 3 years. Because our teachers used to, I don't know how, we used to audition for the choir. I don't know, I was lucky to do the auditions, but I made it to the choir without being able to sing. So whenever they used to test us, they would say the soprano this side, alto this side. I used to be the soprano. Then they say, sing. When all the others are singing, I'm just moving my lips. Until one day they said, now you need to sing one by one. That was my last day in the school choir. Can you please introduce our choir to come and sing the national anthem for us? Choir, Mr. DJ, you can give the music. Thank you. singaculi national anthem qha we're here to sing. So that's why I chance baphinde bacule. Ngiyabona ikwari xa zicula kujula ne-10 cent, lijula nganix. Must throw money at the choir. And it's choir. Yes, they must throw. You can't leave the stage to say empty song. I'm complaining on behalf of the choir. Okay, we're gonna get to that part where we are calling Miss. There's no Mr. and Mrs. here. I just assumed. Mr. really fancy. Is it Mr.? It's Miss, ne? All right, let's call Mrs. Defensa Ratebe to do the handover. Are you here, Mr. Defensa? Mrs. Choir, which is Nyabuya. We are still here to Mr. Transport Manager. We also had Mr. Sipo Haul. Let's clap hands for him. Thank you.
Greetings for this morning and all protocol observed. I must say that it is some kind of a sabotage that I had. I have to speak after JMO has spoken. Where I'm coming from, awuthethi abantu abadala sebethethi nekuhlale phansi vala umlomo njengomntana. So it is a sabotage. However, it is the first time this is my third Ziyagezana in rainwater, and it's the first time that GMO is here with us for the time I've been here. And I appreciate it very much. He has said beautiful and wonderful things about us, and that makes me proud. I have 5 minutes to say something, and I thought, what can I say? And I thought, let me at least talk about the values, say something about the values of rainwater. In case I forget, I've said to say something about the values of rainwater. Let me first tell you, there is a company, there is a brand that in the past few decades has been a very powerful brand known by the entire world. That brand is Kodak. Kodak is what is used, known by those in the cameras and films. So this company has, in the past, employed a number of people, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, giving people a bread to put on the table. And this company, Kodak, started as developing films that you put on the camera and then you take photos. They, I must say, they were the first to introduce a digital camera, first one to introduce a digital camera. However, something bad happened to this company and they had to retrench a number of people. And what is that? When we look into what they have done, they forget to look at their powerful tool, resource that they had at their disposal, that no one came up with a digital camera. And they withdraw that resource and say, let's stick to what we have been doing over the years, that is of manufacturing and developing films. And that which they have left behind was taken over by many other companies, and they came and saw that the film or the camera industry cannot be at this stage. We need to develop and get to the upper nature. We must develop digital cameras. When Kodak, after many years, they saw the mistake that they have done, and they decided to come back into that line of introducing and manufacturing digital cameras, it was too late. It was too late. They never regained and took their positions. Even for now, no one would buy a digital camera branded Kodak. Will buy all other brands. What am I saying? I want to say this morning, we have these wonderful values of rainwater, and one of the powerful resource that we have, it is the human resource. It is you sitting down here. Without you, rainwater is nothing. Those values would just be values on paper, and they will do nothing for us. It is fortunate that our leadership, they see the gold in their hands. They see this human resource. That's why on a number of years, year after year, there is this Ziyagezana awards for science and also for corporate. However, I must say that looking at the values, I need to emphasize more on the value that is talking about the integrity. The integrity. You are a people of integrity. We cannot doubt that. But in case you forget that, it means when you lose that value, there is no rainwater. Rainwater will be just like any other state-owned entity that is in trouble. For now, I'm proud to say rainwater is one of the best. It is because of you. Give yourselves a round. Going forward, I want to say, keep that in mind. I know you are good people, but when those next to you decide to cheat the system and put more hours than they have worked on for overtime, say something. When those are abusing the number of sick leave that the company is giving us, that when we are unwell, we can sit at home and take care of our health. When many of us are abusing that, say something. Because if you say something, by failing to say something, you are saying a lot in action. You say that which I'm not standing against, it is good. And one day we'll wake up and rainwater will be on the floor because of that which was in the list of our values, integrity. We never stood up for that. We never said anything to make sure that these values are emphasized by living them, by portraying them, by advocating for them. So I want to say to you, keep on being that precious resource that rainwater has, because without you, there is nothing, there is no one. I want to say a number of things. GMO has mentioned some of the strides that we have made it is because of efforts of collaboration amongst many of my colleagues, both in transport and in BWT. And I want to say it is also because of your efforts. And those efforts did not come easy. They came by sweat and tears. It is so unfortunate that when you move and try to move forward, you would somehow get some of the bad remarks. You would be labeled in some ways, and somehow you will not see some of the things that you needed to focus on, and then you have a slap on the wrist for doing something good. So I want to say, begin to appreciate that which has been worked on so hard. And I want to say, protecting you, we have developed a number of things and put things in place. And one of those is to make sure for your safety that your vehicles are being tracked wherever you go. We are being able to pull a record and say this is where they have been, where they were supposed to be. It is not to make sure that we kick you out of the organization. It is to make sure that your lives are in safe hands. Over and above the technology that is there, we are able to say this vehicle is in this condition not because of a bad behavior. We are able to pull a record and say this is the driver behavior. So I want to say, in case you are being pushed over on a road rage, on the road, make sure that you still behave, because that can still be seen. Over and above, I want to say, I'm proud to be part of Redwater. I'm proud to be part of you, but keep on making Redwater proud.
Another round of applause, please. Thank you very much. DJ, we've got the best music in the whole world. Let's clap hands for our DJ. It's time for the choir to come back. This time we're going to be throwing money. They told us to give them money. So let's say money straight. Let's clap hands for the choir. Welcome to the choir back. I hope we are very up on program again. If I live here, it's only Yankees. It's all there, no program. I don't know. All right. As we continue with the program, now we're going to call on Mrs. Now I know the title. It's Mrs. Defense Ratebe. Uzofika Mrs. Defense. I introduce the group yaki. Singena kufutwenda, we call it Futwenda by closer. We are at the part where what we came here for today is what we're about to do now. Long service awards. Mrs. Defense Ratebe, please take the floor. Let's give a round of applause.
You are beautiful, you look very beautiful, and thank you for looking this beautiful. And yes, now, Baker Kitwebula Lakasipe to represent my people. Kere, Honale Mwadi was paid away in Are. Nobody chilla Kamakara Kaushaso, and now not that man. So I'm not going to give a direct translation to that, to give my people an opportunity to start conversations around the table. Thank you. So to give good order, I will be calling out first those that are receiving for their 10 years of service and 30 years of service. And those in the 20 years and the 40 years of service will be receiving or will have the privilege to be called out by Ms. Pewashia. Now to call out the first, our first recipient Mr. Fanele Makwaza, Protective Services Officer. Calling out second recipient, calling out Mr. Stanley Makubelu, Senior District 8, Class 8. Our third recipient, Mr. Tebuho Mukachana, a Senior District 8. Mrs. Elizabeth Mugwena, Utility Hand, CD Farage. Now I have to say this quite right, otherwise I will not have any last. Next time I go to work. Now, our fifth recipient, Miss Kunati Ngapazeli, Afina. And our sixth recipient, Miss Mami Magom. Tsepiso Masedi, Driver's Aid, Fleet Office. Thank you. Now to call our 8 recipients, Mr. Berg van der Meulen, Motor Mechanic, Fleet Office. To call our 9 recipients, Mr. Isizi Jatayeka, District 8. To call our 10 recipient, Mrs. or rather Miss Lindiwe Dunya, District 8, Zimbabwe. Calling on our 11 recipients, Mrs. Kumelele Nene, Senior Protective Services now calling our 12 recipients, Mr. Atutu Kutuani, Scientific Assistant, Laboratory, CD Laboratory. Do you have anyone collecting for Ndate Kutuani or is in the house again? Alright, we will move first. Thank you, colleagues. Moving on to our 13 recipients, Mr. Everett Fortain, Senior District 8, Route 1. Now, colleagues, pulling on our 14 recipients, Mr. Ziyagezana Mutobi. Now again, I have all this on right, a very good friend of mine. Our 15 recipients, Mr. Desmond Mukreze, District 8. Thank you, colleagues, for being a very good audience. Now handing over to Ms. Pewa to hand or to call out those that are receiving for their 20 years of service. Now, Ms. Pewa Elia said a decade. So with the fancy English, I equally am going to say to present or follow those that are celebrating their 3 decades of service. That is fancy English. So to start off, Mr. Mandenkosi Zwane. Mr. Bafana Tembu, small game overseer, CD Bagao. Mr. Petros Ngwenyeni Pitanzania. Our 4th recipient, calling out Mr. Mudiba Mashashane, District 8, Jamestown. Now calling out our 5th recipient, Mr. Cyprian Kava, our Ghana City Estate. Thank you, colleagues. Thank you. Now calling out our 6th recipient, Mr. Isaac Ngobeni, engine room attendant, Iloni. Calling out our 7th recipient, Mr. Joseph Matinana, Senior District 8, Amanzi Court. Recipient, Mr. David Mubele, handyman, Tourism. Thank you. Calling on our 9th recipient, Mr. Michael Zikalala, Distribution Customer Services Coordinator, recipient, Mr. Arnolo Kwanini, District 8, Mayorton. To our 11th recipient, Mr. Tembile Podiso, Artisan Assistant, Bloomendal. Thank you. And to our last recipients under the 3 decades category, calling out Mr. Nlamli Ungane, Senior District 8. This will be Forest Hill. Thank you, Ian.
Now we are going to call Ubabukala to come and hand over the 40 years
I'm here to represent the co-chairs recipient. The question is, how will we manage to be here in 2024? Before I go there, I'll just try to read what is prepared here by our colleagues. Because I've been given the instruction to say, please make sure that the ladies will say. But I will answer your question in a moment. Good day, ladies and gentlemen, our management team and our guests. Firstly, we would like to thank Rainwater as an organization for the opportunity we serve this honored institution for the remarkable 2 years. In the years that we have been with this organization, there were good days and bad days. However, we soldier for this day. We will not have been here if it were not for the management team, the colleagues that we are working with on our respective sections, and most of all our commitment. We are grateful for everyone who have always been part of our journey. To answer our question as you can say, colleagues, there is a special repeatment with our emeritus and as well as Vajepo. The Temple we are all that as well as my minister there, Mr. M. The reason why I am saying that, in fact, is that these are the people that can tell you daily how did we manage to be where I am today. It was because of you, colleagues, teamwork. Teamwork as well as integrity are the equal ways of our transport manager. I was there sitting there with one of our recipients in the teacher. When we were talking, they said to me, Jonas Forward, I don't remember looking off. I said, how about the guy is reporting to me, and then here colleagues without any fear. To tell you really, I never signed any code or sick leave from the teacher. As well as I did say, there were some days up and down with this journey. And the Temple I think you are next to our managers, we tell our managers. When we talk about teamwork, and we talk about training, you were well trained, well equipped, and you know what? If one makes a mistake, in any matata, I'm not out there. In any matata, I think individual to say, she can more than a message. That is how we train. And to my management, I'm saying thank you very much for your support, and especially to my team. I've got protective services here. Those are the people that make me to be here. Sometimes I prepare my early time to find I've done it, man. Where can I go? But I'm telling you, when I see this team, the hardworking people, they are hardworking people. This is a special team I choose to work with. Bulk, water, protective services. And thanks for your support, management. You know that we've got a lot of challenges, but with your support, we are soldiering out of those challenges. Colleagues, especially for protective services, the good news is that transport manager, we are going to get new ammo vehicle. Teman-teman Rivera mining, illegal mining. We are ready. We are ready, man. Thank you very much.
Representing the 30 years recipients, Petros Mwenyenyini. Dynamite comes in small packages.
Thank you. Program Director, can I take this opportunity to greet each and everyone that is here? I've been given just time now not to talk too much, you see, but I understand that years is a long journey. There's a lot to say. So unfortunately, I'll try to make my speech as short as possible. One other thing is, I have to represent people. Those that walked this journey. It is quite a long journey. There were challenges in this journey. It wasn't easy. Well, anyway, to work is not an easy thing because you can see for yourself. I think, if I may say, our values, our own company values, have also contributed in this. You see, if you check on all these things, you have to have confidence. And then, if you don't maybe have confidence on what you're doing, then you might lose hope and step back. So now I think we did follow our values. I wanted just to make a bit of a story that will be very, very close to what we're talking about here. This is a long journey. You'll just forgive me, Chairperson, but I won't be that long. It will be maybe 2 minutes of my time. This journey is like somebody taking a journey to success. If you're taking a journey to success, or maybe climbing a step ladder to success. And then a step ladder, people know what a step ladder is. A step ladder, it is designed to take 1% at a time. And it is for the reason why it is designed like that. When you fail alone. And when you win, you also win alone. So, if you can check again, when you climb up a step ladder of success, you can't climb it with your hands in your pocket. Definitely you can't. So meaning, I want to say, for us to achieve this 30 years, we did need people next to us to take this journey with. And one other thing again, as we're talking of this ladder of success, and then you can't climb it in reverse. You can't. We have to face it. Each and everything that you're doing, no matter what challenges you're doing, we have to face them head on. It was what was happening in our journey. So one last one, I will say, in the very same step ladder of success, if I match it with this thing that is happening today, I will say there is people that are there on top already of this ladder of success. And then there is somebody that is in the middle. And then there is those that are right at the bottom. And then if you check, those that are there, if you are in the middle, they won't pull you up to join them there. And those, and then now, I think it's where the thing lies. It's where the thing lies. The one in the middle, and then the ones that are at the bottom, they'll try to pull that one down. You see? And then if now they can't get to pull him down, and then they'll make some means to disturb him or her not to go up. That will definitely happen. How so? What they will do, they will shake that step ladder. Once they shake the step ladder, he's going to be scared. He's going to be scared. He's not going to move. He'll remain there. One last thing that I will say, now I'm on extra time. Sorry for that. Yeah. One last thing that I will say, istepis ausgibelelu kwehla, usgibelelu kupuka. And once you reach on top, then you got what you want. You grab it with both hands. Because now, what you wanted to have, now you have it, and then now you look for it. Now this defense is better, grab it by both hands. So I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it as a memory that I've once gone this journey. Last but not least, now I'm going down. I'm saying my present situation or our present situation is not gonna be the same as our final destination. I thank you.
Representing the LDS recipients over
Ladies and gentlemen, it's good to be here. All right, let me first and foremost greet the leadership and extend my gratitude to Rahadi, Rahadi Lee for inviting us to take part in this occasion. Greatly appreciated indeed. Let me also say that on behalf of the group that I represent, 20 years in this journey, we are so grateful indeed to have been invited and afforded this opportunity that we worked for this company for 20 years. This is a milestone, and by the grace of God, we really appreciate this. Well, looking back, you, my colleagues, that we are traveling this journey for 20 years. We started back in 2004, I believe. For me, I was not quite sure what actually lied ahead. But I had a dream when I joined this company. because I wanted to see myself somewhere. Well, what unfolded for many years after can be summed up in one word: contentment. And I guess this also goes for all of us that have gone for this journey. Contentment in that we have got a job, we have got a home, we have got a family. And that motivated us to work harder and harder to take this organization forward. Colleagues, what kept us in this organization over and above employment prospects, stability of the organization, security of our jobs, is essentially the relationship that developed over time with colleagues, in which a rich environment was created, where we learned to learn from one another. We supported each other, and we grew together to maximize the strength and the efforts by our contributions to take this organization forward. The successes that we realize today is as a result of our joint effort. Indeed, this gives one a profound feeling of knowing that you are working for an organization that provides a precious commodity and a scarce resource that our communities cannot do without. We are so very important in this organization. Well, in conclusion, to the team, continue taking the business forward to many years to come with the vested knowledge and skill and experience that we have gained, getting an opportunity to work for this organization. And not only that, but also transfer these attributes to those that are coming behind us to take the organization to higher heights. Now to the leadership. We wouldn't have been where we are today had it not been your resilient leadership and dedicated management team we had in the past and the present alike. I must say that EM and your team, we salute you for your leadership. And last, I will not be doing justice to the people that are behind us. Some of us here we've got our wives, some of us here we've got our brothers, and some of us we do have our mothers or relatives. And these were the source of strength that we were drawing from in order to continue in this organization. I want to say to you that you are giving us the support that we needed. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Colleagues, I believe in the spirit of partnership
as a great force of Red Water employees will continue taking this organization to the future. And God bless you all, and I thank you.
Good day, everybody. Management team, esteemed colleagues, all of the above. What the other guys said. Thank you. Just kidding. Okay, now, yeah. From my side or our side, as the 10-year recipients, the last ones of today, just want to say thank you to have been working with people that was 40 years, 30 years in the organization, that we could have learned from them, their patience with us to teach us the job, their guidance, their knowledge, and also our bosses, everybody we work with, that was there to show us the way how things are being done here at Red Water, to teach us the values, and to show us how to live the values of Red Water. I thank you.
People don't know this. I used to be a teacher, guys. I used to be a teacher. I didn't get any award. I was there for 11 years. No one thought of me. I think the problem is that every year they gave me smart learners. There's nothing as challenging as being a teacher with learners who are smarter than you. You are afraid to introduce any topic because they already know. You say photo, they say synthesis, like, hey, well, can you wait for me? You know what happened now? Everyone was like, God, can you please give me less smart learners? But every year they give me. It got to a point where I decided, you know what? I'm sick and tired of smart learners. I'm going to rearrange my classroom. I'm going to put the smart ones this side. Those are always asking questions because they know I don't know. And they're always asking, okay, you're going to sit this side. And then I focus on my sweet ones this side. Those who don't ask any questions. That's why I do comedy. No one asks questions in comedy. We perform and go home. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Up next, we are going to call back our choir. Wow, choir. They don't want to throw money at you, these ones. But anyway, let's welcome back our choir. Thank you very much. what I'm here for. All right, thank you. Choir, this choir. Yeah, now we get into Ziyagezana Excellence Awards. We're gonna be calling on our acting facility manager, Mrs. Lungile Kumalo, as well as Mrs. Mudieri Maputuma. Let's give them a round of applause. They come to the stage.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Rainwater is actually celebrating its 22nd Ziyagezana Excellence Awards. I would like to officially introduce myself. Lina Lada Kisitiro Lumile Kuno Kisingoma. What a privilege it is today to stand here and celebrate the extraordinary achievement of our colleagues. Today, we honor not individuals, but teamwork as well, for their spirit of dedication, innovation, and excellence that drives our organization forward. For our first category, Employee of the Year. Your name might be called. Our winner for term 1 is Richard Konyiwe. Our term 2 winners, Cyprian Kaba and Selo Muzipe. Our overall winner for BWD Transport Employee of the Year is Richard Konyiwe. Team of the Year is Protective Services, Risk, Incident Report. For term 2, our overall winner is Meter Shop, BWD. Our Ziyagezana Excellent Awards for 2023-2024 team overall winner goes to
and create it to an outstanding report is remarkable. He's able to take on any challenge that you give it to him. Amongst performing his own duties, he also receives numerous requests from customers, from other divisions, from executives, and he makes sure that whatever that he does is submitted timeously. His creativity demonstrates and exceeds the expectations. He's made an impact on his work, and it's very significant. It improves efficiency, able the organization to identify possible revenue losses, enhances customer satisfaction. He has contributed immensely to our goals and the mission. Let's celebrate this remarkable achievement and look forward to many more successes in the future. Congratulations once more on this well-deserved honor. Your potential is limitless, and I believe in your ability to achieve great things. This award goes to our data analyst, by making sure that they provide escorts as and when required, the patrols in all hotspots, engaging and negotiating with illegal miners where required, take active part in joint operations with provincial, local law enforcement and stakeholders, arresting illegal miners. At some point, they are also able to confiscate illegal firearms, providing intelligence activities where required. In the past, they were able to arrest and file 6 cases of tampering with criminal infrastructure, with critical infrastructure. They were also able to have 1 suspect that got convicted 25 years. These employees, they are involved in very dangerous situations. There were some shootings in the past as well where they managed to escape them. So this team ensures that our employees out there are protected and they are safe. So this award of appreciation of the hard work goes to Mr. Mkwena and the technical team.
Circumstances to contact my father. My father is a doctor, a witch doctor. You can call him Sangoma if you want, but I call him a doctor. He can help me. This is funny now. This is my invisible back. Up next, to announce the Transport Writers Awards is none other than Mr. Haula. Thank you. A round of applause for Mr. Haula.
agreed to rent water. And because of that, I had little time to look at other things that I should look at. Recently, I noticed that each and every trip that you take at rent water needed to be recorded down. And because of that, all of the logbooks that are submitted to rent water, they come to a particular office. And recently I noticed that there is no data capture. And I asked them, how do you do it? And they say to me, once they're doing their daily jobs, they take turns to capture these options. And because of that, my award goes to the admin section.
We normally like to recognize people who go the extra mile. They call it beyond the call of duty. There are those who know that they are here for the company. Come rain or shine. It's going to wipe a slide and see them. Thank you. Approaching the end. We're going to call Mr. Fisher and Broadway to come and do a vote of thanks for us. Mr. Fisher, Mr. Broadway.
Good morning, colleagues in the afternoon. Okay, colleagues, they've given me a very interesting part of the day. When we are so hungry, you know, and I'm going to take my own time. And I'm going to read the speech of 3 pages. So that you will remember me. Alright, colleagues, the big one, and I know we are tired, we're sitting and enjoying, but I think it's time to then get to the end of our program. But before we do so, I would like to recognize and thank all of you, but I will just start with our program director. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your presence, but I would like for you to say more, because I know what you're doing. I've been following you. They don't know what you're doing. But unfortunately, time is against us. But thank you so much for your direction in terms of the program for today. And I would like to further thank all the speakers for today. I won't mention them name by name because of time, but we really appreciate your speeches today and your message that you put across. And I think we have taken messages out of that, all of us. And I want to thank the venue as well. His names, I'm struggling to call it. Benvenuti or Benvenuti. Okay, please pardon me if I'm not calling it right. But I would like to thank the management of this venue. I think it's an exciting and a very interesting venue. First time to come here, but I see it's very, very nice. And the marketing team, event and sponsorship department, I would like to thank them for the assistance in this success, and photographers, videographers, and branding. Thank you so much. Thank you. And HR team and the organizing team that was putting these things together. And we would not have managed to do such a wonderful event if it wasn't because of the organizing team. Ian, thank you for bring the team together. I think we have put up the standard, and they deserve really a round of applause from all of you. And it will be very wrong for me not to really mention Lileka. She was forever stressing when we were looking for money. We had a very budget structure here, but we had to go out and find money somewhere. And she was forever in our office asking, what do I do? And we managed to get money. That's why we got this standard of event. Thank you so much, Lee, for your hard work. I really appreciate it. All right. The reason why we're here, that's why I'm leaving the best for last. The resilience of the 40 years down to 10 years. Colleagues, it's because of your discipline, it's because of your persistence, also the resilience, it's because of your behavior that you have managed to get into those years. You know, there are people who get into the organization just for 1 year, it's enough when they leave. So that they leave because they misbehave, or they leave because the condition is not good. But EM has just mentioned to say, you know, we have a tenure of 40 years and less. Even the turnaround time in the organization is just very low. It tells the organization is okay. Most of the time, people who leave the organization are sometimes the people who, let me look over there. I'm going to leave it there. Okay, colleagues, and the award that was based on Ziyagezana Excellence Award. Colleagues, you are nominated by the employees, you are nominated by your colleagues, you are nominated by the executives, you are nominated by your managers. And it's because of your performance, and I would like to congratulate you for your outstanding performance. And lastly, you are all beautiful. And for me, I would like to thank all of you. Rainwater Management, GMO was here, and I would like to thank him in his absence. And I would like to thank even the board of the organization. I hope we do well so that we can get our promises. Thank you so much.
That's the Kalakatas of the company who just got awarded today. La bonus is a total public choir. Choir study bonus. Can you please come back to the stage? Thank you. be the first ones to go, and then go under that row, until the end. Thank you so much. Sure.
Yo.